Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Well, as you probably have seen already from the thumbnail, you know what, it's about time that I'm actually talking about it, and that's about the whole mythical champions, about the Primal Shards and everything that comes along with it. I did not want to make a video on this, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to cover it for a while. I didn't want to cover about the Mythics, about the Primal Shards, because I knew from the beginning, from the second that I saw that this was gonna be implemented, I knew that this was gonna attract a lot of toxicity, that the community will not like it, that most of us content creators do not like it. I'm not gonna lie, I totally do not like it. It's a really touchy, it's a really weird subject. But the first thing that I want you guys to do first is, like, I was gonna make sort of like a reaction video, but I want you to guys go and check J-Gigs' video, okay? He made a reaction on the video that Ash had with Nupcakes, okay? Nupcakes had a video where he said he likes this new update with the mythical champions and all that. He got lots of toxicity, lots of bad comments in his comment section on that video, so make sure you go show some love to Nub as well, because he deserves it. Like, all three of these people are amazing content creators just like everybody else. But this 1 hour long of J-Gigs, kind of like, you know, if you want to see a little bit more of what he says about the video, I kind of totally agree with like what J-Gigs says, and it's kind of like the same thing in the mindset of Ash as well. The whole problem with everything is not just this, it's not the system itself, it's always the implementation. That's the biggest problem with this one. That's the biggest problem with honestly, the last of the things that they have implemented. So the reason why I didn't want to make a video on this is because I don't know if you guys have, you know, if you've been following me for a long while, if you noticed or not, but I like to be the type of person that I'm always trying to be as positive as I can, because, you know, in this game, in life in general and everything, because at the end of the day, negativity and bad thoughts doesn't help with nothing. Like, it does not change in general absolutely nothing in life, and it does not help with anything. Only on the opposite, like, if you're a negative person, or if you're always angry, always upset, it can even affect your health. And I'm a big person on health, you know, health comes first over everything in life. So I'm always trying to avoid to talk about negative stuff. I do it from time to time, and today's video is going to be a little bit about that, but I kind of want to say my stance about the whole situation, and, you know, tell you guys how I feel about the Primal Shards, about the Mythic champions, about the things that Raid have done in the past, you know, year and a bit, because it's not gone for the best. I'm not gonna lie, it's not gone for the best. I do not like it, but I avoid talking about the subject because I'm always trying to only take the good side, you know, I'm only trying to take the good side of this game. At the end of the day, it might sound weird, but I always take Raid Shadow Legends as like two entities, okay? I take the Raid, the game itself, as one entity, like, you know, the stuff that's in the game, the new dungeons, the new content, everything, and then Plarium, which is like the implementation and the pay-to-win side of it, as another entity. I know it sounds weird, but that's the case. I'm quite sure that the developers that actually made Raid did not want to implement these in such a pay-to-win way, and that makes me feel sad, because, you know what, most of these features are just amazing. They're amazing, but the way they're implemented makes people hate it, and that's sad, you know, that's sad. When we got, let's talk about stuff that was introduced in the last year first, okay? So we had the Iron Twins, okay? Amazing new concept, good idea, came along straight out with the blessing system. Again, blessing system, really crazy, really good, I love it, it's a perfect idea. Implementation, extremely bad drop rates over here, extremely pay-to-win features when it comes to the soul stones and all that. So definitely it's a good system, it's a good idea, but bad implementation. That was the first thing. Then if we move over to the next one, okay, next one, Sand Devil. Really cool, new content, new dungeon, perfect idea. Again, it's this one's a little bit weird, and maybe this one's more of my opinion, but I'm not sure how many people actually care about this. I feel like this dungeon is farmed by less than 1% of people in the game, and it kind of makes sense. I barely farm it myself, and I'm endgame, but for somebody that's playing and progressing through the game, they're almost never gonna touch this, okay? Because the benefit that this one brings you is so low compared to just farming the dungeon in the early, mid, maybe even late game, that you don't want to touch it. Same thing goes to the Phantom Shogun's Grove. Amazing new dungeon. Like, look at this, I haven't even got to 25 on my main account, okay? I haven't even got to 25, and I'm, like I said, I'm endgame, I can beat everything in the game. this should pump me some other stats, but I haven't done it because I do not feel the value of this one to be that good. It's, again, the implementation side. What else was there? Oh yeah, actually the worst thing from my point of view, and that's when the whole side, the whole face of Raid changed, was the empowerment, okay? That's when that's when Raid changed to such an extent that you could not close in the gap between free-to-play and Krakens, okay? Or like free-to-play and spenders. As soon as this was introduced, that's it. There was no chance in hell that you're gonna be able to compete with people that are spenders, you know, your dolphins, your whales, your Krakens, your two hulhus. This was the second that this one, you know, that's when it ended. I used to push plat, okay, regularly, and not being part of a top tier clan. I wasn't in MAD, I wasn't in IPR, I wasn't in, you know, any of the other ET clans when I pushed plat back in the day before empowerment, and I placed 21. I could get a 21 placement without having protection from other clans, without having, you know, all the best champions, all the craziest gear, but still, I had a chance. I could still place in plat. Now, after empowerment and after the blessings, I'm lucky if I get in 150, okay? If I get in top 150, and honestly, I do have some of those good champions. I do have, you know, I have the 6-star Awakened Duchess, I have the Kaimars, I have the Warlords in there, I have Tranda, Steffi, I have Roto, so I have some good champions, but I still cannot compete because +4 champion, plus Awakening, like, that just takes you to the next level. So, you know, I might be saying even sometimes myself the fact that like, oh yeah, this widens the gap even more. Yes, but you know what, at the end of the day, that does not matter. As a free-to-play, you're not going to be able to compete with somebody that's even a spender, let alone talk about the next thing. But the problem and the worrisome thing is, and that I'm not sure if Raid realizes this, but by introducing so many pay-to-win features and just heavily pushing and being extremely aggressive with their pay-to-win features, it just makes spenders to stop spending. Because it makes it so much worse. Like, it's not anymore between between free-to-play players and spenders that the gap widens. No, the gap widens between free-to-plays and low spenders, then low spenders and higher spenders and whales and Krakens. So because the gap goes higher and higher, less and less people will spend because of this. And now let's jump, because you know what? I've talked a little bit about the other stuff, but let's have a quick look about the Primal Shard. Okay, so Primal Shard, you can collect the hardened Primal Quartz to form a Primal Shard, okay? Let's see, nowhere to get them at the moment. Let's see, I think they said Hydra. Let's check Hydra Clash, okay? So if you go into Hydra Clash, let's see. So top chest, you get between 30 and 75 quartz, okay? It's so weird. Then the lowest one, you get between 15 and 30. So let's see you get the lower one. Takes you 4 weeks to get, if you're lucky, if you get a 30, to get one of the, oh my god, takes you 4 weeks to get one of the Primal Crystal, you know, the Primal Shards to combine it. And it can be a rare. Like, that's just mind-blowing to me that they make this to, you know, be a rare. Like, even if I get this, I might get, again, I can get between 30 and 75. I might be able to get one every 2 weeks. One Primal Shard, one single one every 2 weeks by doing Hydro Clash. And again, the Hydro Clash is something that's, it's mind-blowing to me, because this is the same thing that they did with Clan versus Clan. They have a bad history of listening to feedback, and that's the problem of now Raid, the game. The game is awesome, good ideas and stuff, but implementation. People hate Hydra, and what do? They double down. They give us more rewards, more reasons, more stuff to do it. First it was Mistrala and Stone Skin and Protection. Then it was the Clan Gold and Clan XP. Now it's the Stone Skin and Protection accessories. Now it's the Primal Shard. So that's what they do. They make you feel bad, unfortunately, about missing out on this stuff, because people do not do it, so they force you to engage into it. And that's something that I don't want to talk about, like I said, because I don't want to get annoyed and angry, but that's what they do. Fortunately, that's what they do. So the best way you can do, if somebody like you're free to play or stuff like that, just ignore and do not care about it. It's gonna change a bit. You might lose out on a few things, but that's my biggest problem with this one. It did not used to influence, you know, the stuff that they implement. It did not used to influence PvE, the player versus environment side of things, just the arena, okay? If you're somebody that cares about the arena, fair enough, you spend, I do get that. Not everybody cares about arena. And that's what was always amazing about Raid, okay? Raid was an amazing PvE game, okay? It was amazing at that. It didn't like have too many things locked behind PvP. It was like the Great Hall, but you know, the community got away around it, farming one-man teams and stuff like that. But now, they're locking amazing stuff behind pay-to-win features. Hydra Clash is pay-to-win. You know, it's like, yeah, you might win once every 4 weeks, or you might get top 3 once every 4 weeks. But the better you do, the higher the chance is that you're gonna go against people that spend, that are better than you, and you're basically what? Never gonna have access to Primal Quartz, because keep in mind, you have to be in top 3 in order to get these. You're not gonna get Quartz, you're not gonna get Stone Skin or protection accessories, and that's just bad. That's just bad implementation. Now let's have a look at the drops, okay? Let's have a look at the drops over here. So again, you get a quartz, you get 1 shard. If you go look, this is mind-blowing to me. Why can we summon rares? Why? Like, why is that even there? Why is that even there? So you have 82.5% chance for rare, 16% for an epic, 1% for a legendary, and 0.5% chance for a mythical, okay? This is mind-blowing. Like, if we got as many primal shards, or close to as many primal shards as we get ancient shards, I would understand these drop rates. But mark my words, these are gonna be priced at either same, close to the price of Sacred, or maybe even more. But I'm thinking it's gonna be somewhere between Void and Sacred Shards price, or maybe same price as a Sacred. And you can get the rare. Like, Sacred's already like 20 bucks a pop. What? They're gonna make 15 bucks a Primal Shard, and you get rares. That's a 15 bucks Ancient Shard. It's mind-blowing. Oh yeah, well, let's watch it, the Mercy. Let's check the Mercy. So, Primals, after 75 summons of Primals, without the Legendary, it goes down by 1%. But after 200 summons without Mythical, it goes down by 1%. So, you're basically guaranteed that around 300 Primal Shards that you're gonna get a Mythical Shard. And I'm not sure how they're gonna implement this, but I'm quite sure it's gonna be, if you're lucky, you're gonna get 1 Mythical champion a year, if you're lucky. Apart from that, I don't know. That's the thing that scares me, and that's the thing that scares the community. It's the implementation, not the system. Like, I'm all about getting a new, you know, getting the new champions, getting the new what's it called, the new rarity mythical. That makes sense, instead of just like Nub said in the collab with I think it was in his video, like, instead of just having the same issue again, that like the meta is Taras and Marishka, or just introduce some more Taras and Marishka type void legendaries, they're introducing the mythicals. Okay, that makes more sense, that makes it more fun, it changes up. Okay, we have the normal affinities again, but it's still not, you know, it's not well implemented. That's my problem. How are we gonna get the new one? I'm expecting the first one, because they said there's a secret. I'm expecting the first mythical champion to be either part of progress missions, like after a Mantu, or there's gonna be something like a new clan boss over here, or maybe a new champion from Hydra Clash, like, you know, after you get Mestrala, I'm expecting maybe the next mythical. One of these 3. I might be wrong, but that's my guessing. And now I'm gonna bring this to the last part. That's like, you know, this is the thing that made me make this video, because I was not gonna make a video. I was not gonna talk about the Primal Shards. I was just gonna ignore it, go, you know, test a little bit the Mythic champions and all that. But this is like that made me click and just annoyed me. We have a Primal Shard in the daily logins. Does this not? Let me ask you like this. Do you guys remember that we used to have a Sacred Shard in the daily logins? Well, guess what? They removed that Sacred Shard because what they said was it does not. How do they say? It influences bot accounts. People create bot accounts, and with those Sacred Shards, they can get champions and they can sell accounts, and that's why they removed the Sacred Shard. Well, how do you think it's gonna work with the Primal? They can give you Mythic champions. There's gonna be billions. There's gonna be maybe 10 times more bot accounts made now for a chance to get, you know, the Primal Shards and get Mythic champions, because, you know, they can create as many as they want bot accounts. But they're gonna try and get this, pull them, and then they're gonna sell accounts with Mythic champions. So the Primal Shard is not an issue now, but the Sacred was back in the day. This is what annoys me about, like I said, the Plarium side of it. They're straight up lying to our faces, and then they expect us, you know, just to brush everything under the carpet and, you know, just ignore it. And that's what I don't like, and that's why I don't want to make these types of videos, because they just annoy me, they just get me angry when I think about it. So all I'm ever trying to do is just play this game, enjoy the game side of it, you know, just the raid side of it, the new dungeons. I'm having fun with Hydra. It's fun to do this. It's fun to do the, you know, different teams in Clan Boss. enjoying the Doom Tower and all that. That's what I enjoy in this game. That's what I always try to do. I always try to think of fun, quirky ways to compete in this. Always try to improve my teams. But the problem is, like, I'm gonna give you like another one that's like a massive problem for me. I've been working for the last year on my Hydra teams. First of all, trying to get them full auto teams, okay, to just get them like good teams. And then after that, trying to get my best teams that I can on Hydra Clash, you know, because I knew Hydra Clash was coming. So I was like, let me see what's the best full auto teams that I can get so that I can try and compete, okay? Try and compete, maybe duel it, you know, pull my weight a little bit. And I got to the point where I can do 200 million on Nightmare, Brutal, and Hard. Full auto, okay? So I'm like, that was fun, that was crazy. And guess what comes up? The Cadaver set. How is this fun? This is just so dumb. Like, I'm surprised I haven't touched this anymore. Like, it basically kills all the fun that I had for Hydra. I love Hydra. I used to love it. I'm starting to not like it anymore because of Cadaver. Like, I'm starting to not care about Hydra. I'm just gonna put my full auto teams, move on with my day, and that's it. Even though before it was implemented, I was like, this is game changing, and it actually is for endgame because these accessories are just crazy. But now, guess what? They put even more. They put the Prism Quad. So I'm losing out on another thing because, you know what? I don't have the time, or I do not want to build a Cadaver team, okay? Some people do not have the time. Maybe they would have the champions. Maybe they would have everything to do it, but they don't want to do it because it's such a time sink, and this is not supposed to be a full-time job. I'm not even going to start talking about, you know, the time issues, but there's so many things that they just need to address these. This is the problem. I love the game, but I swear to God, I feel like they're just, I don't know. I feel like the community, like some of the community said, I feel like they just moved into milking mode. I feel like they don't care about anything anymore. They moved in milking mode, trying to milk as much money as they can from whales, krakens, and after that they don't care what happens, honestly. That's my 2 cents. And I'm sorry if you guys came to here and expected something else, or I'm sorry if I was a little bit too negative. I just wanted to, like I said, give my 2 cents on this. Make, I guess, turn into rant one for today and talk a little bit about it. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. I don't like it. The implementation is bad. The system is amazing. I love the idea. Like I said again, I love the idea. It's amazing. Mythical champions, primal shards. It's good idea. It's crazy idea. It's perfect. I love that. Implementation, I'm totally against it. I don't like it, and that's why the community is toxic, and that's why you guys are toxic and annoyed. I get it. I'm the same, and I'm a content creator. You know, it's my full-time job. My full-time job is this. So when I see stuff like this, it makes me extra upset because, you know what? This is how I pay my bills. This is what I earn a living. I have a baby on the way, okay? I have a baby on the way. And if stuff like this happens and the game goes down, my views go down as well, because some of you are going to quit. And I don't want you to quit. You know, I love my community. I love my viewers. I love this game. So the reason why sometimes I get so upset is because I care about the game, not just because I want to be negative or toxic, because like I said, that's not me. That's not me. So I get upset because stuff that I love gets influenced bad. That's the whole reason. But I think this was a long enough video. I'm not sure if I missed something in here. If you guys think that I missed something, just leave it in the comments below. But yeah, the whole idea is, again, bad system, bad drop rates. Why did they add this back if they remove the sacred? Just put the sacred back in as well. The primal crystals, again, they're just hidden behind. Honestly, this is becoming a pay-to-win feature. Hydra Clash, same as CVC used to be, you know. You could not get the reaction if you did not compete in clan versus clan by, you know, having the bigger credit card. And that's not good. You should not have important features in the game hidden behind paywalls. Yeah, we should grind stuff, you know. If you're free to play, it should take you more to grind up stuff, but it should not be hidden behind a pay-to-win feature. And that's what, in my opinion, the Hydra Clash is becoming now, the way that I'm seeing it. But anyway, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. I'm sorry, like I said, I hope I didn't upset you. Just wanted to give you my I guess it was 100 cents because it was quite a long video, but I want to give you my opinion, explain to you why I did not cover anything about the Mythic Champions, this whole new system yet, is because I do not want to be another one that, like, you know, pushes the toxicity and negativity of it. So I really hope that Plarium listens to what we say, because I'm not the only one. Almost from what I've seen, every single content creator has said the same thing, apart from Nob. Nob had like a different opinion on it, but I think it's, at the end of the day, it's kind of the same thing for him as I'm saying. Love the system, hate the implementation. But anyway, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy my content, as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.